Yeah, no doubt about it. Bill Ford Jr. says that he's the fourth member of his family to lead his historic company, and he is all about taking the long view here. And speaking of long view, we got the old whiteboard back up here. Week 4, day 32. Anderson Economic Group saying that this strike has cost about $7.7 billion in the industry so far. Now, those are the figures as of last week, which is really once we entered the first month of this strike. And they say that the danger zone will be week 5, which is essentially what we're in right now as it relates to if this goes longer. A lot of those suppliers may not recover.
This should not be Ford versus the UAW. It should be Ford and the UAW versus Toyota, Honda, Tesla, and all the Chinese companies that want to enter our home market. Toyota, Honda, Tesla, and the others are loving this strike because they know the longer it goes on, the better it is for them.
In a bold move, Ford Executive Chairman Bill Ford Jr. took the UAW strike head on in remarks delivered from the historic Rouge plant, underscoring what he believes to be at stake if a deal is not reached soon. This days after the UAW shut down Ford's most profitable operation, the Kentucky truck plant. The strike already wiping out nearly $8 billion in the auto industry in the first month.
Many jobs will be lost. So will future investments. We'll lose factories like the one we're in here today, and communities will suffer greatly.
Finally, there's an adult in the room.
Jan Griffith spent many years as an executive in the auto industry's supply chain. She says Ford's call for an end to business as usual is key for saving the industry as a whole, not just getting a new contract approved.
The ego, the gamesmanship, the tit for tat is a game that we've been playing in this auto industry for decades, so it's very hard for us to get over it. I believe that Bill Ford's speech today was a clear message that we need to get beyond that. We need to push those egos aside, and we need a resolution.
At the same time, many industry analysts say it's hard to see just how much more executives at the Big Three can offer the union rank and file in these exhaustive talks.
It really feels like we may be nearing the end of, the COLA offer, the wage offer, the reduction in the tiered wages as well. So it feels to me like we're getting near the end of those opportunities.
Meantime, striking Ford workers we've talked with, like Ebony Kennedy, who runs a donation center for workers outside Ford, Michigan Assembly, they say they're in it for the long haul.
I definitely hope this is over soon. However, this is definitely needed. So I'm going to hold the line for as long as we need to hold the line for until we get what's fair for us to be able to go back to work.
Meantime, UAW President Shawn Fain responding in a statement. Bill Ford knows exactly how to settle this strike. Instead of threatening to close the Rouge, he should call up CEO Jim Farley, tell him to stop playing games and get a deal done, or we'll close the Rouge for him. It's not the UAW and Ford against foreign automakers. It's automakers everywhere. It's auto workers everywhere against corporate greed. If Ford wants to be the all-American auto company, they can pay all-American wages and benefits. Workers at Tesla, Toyota, Honda, and others are not the enemy. They are the UAW members of the future. So a pithy statement there from the UAW boss. Reporting live, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
So, Dave, we saw the number of losses from the AEG, more than $7.5 billion at this point. Very critical, especially for production and for suppliers. It's very rare that we hear from Bill Ford to begin with, but is there any indication from the experts that they believe that maybe GM or Stellantis folks, the brass, the higher-ups, may speak out on this as well?
Well, that's one of the questions. We're not quite clear on that. It does appear that there is some movement on batteries. Of course, GM agreeing to put that battery manufacturing for EVs under the UAW umbrella. That is one thing that the union is certainly hoping they can get Stellantis and Ford to also agree to. So that's one area. But would those bosses come out, the leaders of the companies? Possibly, but we haven't seen or heard anything like that just yet.